Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the week of July 2nd through 15th, 2024. This is a reading if you are Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, or have another significant Virgo placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you, and if you're returning, welcome back. This reading, of course, is based on the 12 houses of astrology, as I always do if you're familiar with this channel, and I use Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche. I read that first, and then I will clarify it with Crowley's Thoth deck. That will be my tarot deck that I use this week. And then we will look at we will have a kind of summary oracle reading with one of the Norse runes. So that's the cards we're going to use this week. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you haven't already and you would like to be subscribed to these videos. In addition to the tarot videos that I do, and I do 6 signs every other week, I also do my daily morning coffee with Breege, and those videos get uploaded every day. And then I also have, in addition to that, the Azrael channelings, Archangel Azrael. I have channelings. I think number 5 is going to be coming out very soon, and I haven't done 6 yet. Normally I would do that today, but I'm a little behind with things, with trying to catch up with stuff. So, in any case, if you want to know about all that work and what that's all about, I do have some more videos up here about it, but also you can check out my website and also my social media. Those links are in the description box below. Okay, so let's just start by looking at the Cartouche reading. Okay, so money definitely coming in for you, Virgo. We have Earth here in the 2nd house, so money is not going to be an issue. If money has been an issue, this is saying there's going to be money. There's definitely a sense of financial security when this card shows up. Now, this is interesting. There seems to be a delay with something regarding business, or with a communication, because we have Seth here. This could either be a negative communication with somebody, or this could be a something that you are, like I said, it's either a negative communication, or this could be something around business where there could be some kind of a block or a problem or something like that. But we have it with Anubis here. So Anubis is certainly about protection. So I don't know if this is a matter that's related to protection, if like you're maybe trying to legally protect something you do or something like that. Maybe there's been some delays or blocks in something. But as far as communications go, this would be about being diplomatic, about negotiating, about doing things like that. Trying to be friendly, trying to see things with a sense of humor. So, I don't know, there could be some communication, some back and forth issues here that have been maybe difficult for you, but you are, trying to manage these with a sense of humor and a little bit of a grain of salt with Anubis. But whatever's going on here, if you feel like it's something where you feel there's a lack of protection, Anubis would be telling you that there's definitely protection in this area. The 4th house here, we have Nephthys. Okay, so this is in the home and family sector. And Nephthys sometimes has strong sister energy. But Nephthys can also be about a situation where it's just unclear or unknown what the outcome is going to be. This could just be, just waiting to see what's going to happen with something. There's definitely a sense of not knowing. So again, whether that's a family situation or something connected to a home or a home situation, there's definitely a sense here that you are waiting to find something out. And speaking of, you've actually got a lot of energy of that in this reading. You've got Sphinx in the 8th house, which is the house of transformation, which is endings and beginnings, sometimes joint finances and stuff like that. But this is the idea of either keeping secrets or it's about hanging back and waiting for something to happen. This feels more like a card of not only waiting, but also not saying anything about something. There's a sense of, there's a strong vibe here of hanging back and waiting. And you've also got this overall vibe of secrecy and circumspection and so forth with Urias. Because Urias may indicate there's things going on right now and maybe you're keeping a lot of it to yourself. But this can also indicate that there's a lot of things that are not what they appear to be and that you need to, it's, things are not what they appear to be, or something might not go quite as you expect it to go. But it's not in a negative sense. I feel like Urias always indicates that things may be better than you think they are right now. So that's interesting to kind of see as an overall energy here. We're seeing strong earth energy in your relationship area. I mean, we've got Ta, which is Capricorn energy. So I don't know if you're dealing with someone who's a Capricorn, but this is about working slow but steady progress. So I don't know if this has to do with a business partner who you're working with on something, or if this has to do with, if you're married, if this has to do with a relationship where you either got a partner who's very hardworking, or maybe somebody who's doing something with their hands, they build things, whatever. May or may not be the case. But Ta generally just indicates somebody who's got finer masculine qualities, whether we're talking about a man or a woman. And so therefore it would just be like a very, very strongly supportive energy here showing up in the 7th house. So, yeah, so there definitely seems to be that. You could also have a spouse right now who's doing a lot of work. Maybe they're at work a lot. If you're looking for love and you're not in a relationship, right now we have air in the 5th house. So I feel like you might be more in friendship mode right now and maybe focusing more on your work and not so much on a relationship at this point. Again, this is air, so we could be talking about an air sign person if you're interested in somebody, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but does not have to be by any stretch. This is more... yeah, I feel more like with these two cards that work is more of a focus right now than relationships. Maybe you're more interested in friendships and making friends right now. Now, interestingly, you've got Thoth here in the 9th house. So this could be a case where you are... Thoth has to do with karma, but it also has to do with higher education and law. And a lot of these things are the elements of the 9th house. 9th house can have to do with law and legal matters. It can have to do with, again, higher education, expanding your horizons through spirituality or belief. It can also be about just going back to school for something or learning something. Sometimes this can also show up if somebody's writing like an academic book or something like that. Ta might show up here. I'm sorry, not Ta. Thoth might show up here. So, yeah, I don't know. But there's something that has to do with either something legal or something that has to do with timing or the right timing for something here. So again, I'm not sure here, but I feel like with Thoth, wherever Thoth shows up, there's some potentially significant change in the offing, or at least some very significant healing that's going on with the situation. But I don't know, maybe some of you are going back to school to either learn a healing modality, or maybe there's something having to do with writing or communication. I don't know. Take it as it resonates here, but it does seem like there's, Thoth is really a card of higher learning, and it's showing up in the house of higher learning. If you're not planning to go back to school or anything like that, again, there's a sense of time with Thoth. So I'm seeing all this other waiting energy, maybe there's something going on where you need to, again, where you're waiting for the right time for something. So, yeah, take that as it resonates. 10th house is interesting. You've got the Capricorn card here, but you've got the Hathor card, which I really associate a lot with your energy, Virgo. This is somebody who's very organized, who kind of keeps things together, is very, very efficient, very kind of no nonsense in terms of their business and work. Like it's just a very detail-oriented and organized kind of way of being when I see this in the 10th house. So I feel like you may be assuming a lot of this role. You could be assuming a little bit more of a motherly role these days too, also with Hathor. Although Hathor in the 10th house just tends to be like the successful businesswoman. I mean, there's that element to it. Sometimes this can also show up for somebody who is in a more feminine type or Venus type profession. So for example, someone who's a hairdresser, a fashion designer, who's an esthetician or something like that. Like that could indicate this kind of work. But again, take it as it resonates here. That isn't the necessary meaning there, but that's what it might mean for some of you. Now some of you, okay, there could be, again, we have this Ankh in the 11th house. So for some of you, this could mean a friendship that turns into a love relationship. That is a possibility when this shows up here. But it can also indicate there's some wishes about, or goals that may be around your life change and around your happiness, okay? It also can indicate having that love, joy, and happiness more with your friends. That might be a thing that's going on here. Maybe you're feeling very connected. And yeah, it seems like you do have some worries about stability here with Osiris in the 12th house. But again, I'm not really seeing a very strong, everything looks very, very solid here. It mainly seems like there's communications or messages that are kind of maybe setting you off where you feel like you're a bit defensive. And you've got fire in the 1st house, so perhaps you've either been inspired to do something, or maybe you just feel like you've been a lot of strong Mars or fire energy here, where you maybe feel like maybe you're a little on edge, or the fire's burning very brightly here. So you could, like I said, you're either very inspired or you could just be feeling very assertive about something or looking to move ahead. Let's clarify this with some tarot here. Yeah, we've got the 6 of Swords. That's the Science card in this deck. And so this is like you trying to see things as they are rather than as people would like them to be. We've got adjustment here with Earth, so this could be something legal coming in. I don't know if there's monies coming in from somewhere that are, through some kind of a settlement or monies from the government or something like that. I don't know. Adjustment here has a very strong legal vibe, but this could also just be simply about getting your finances in balance or seeing a financial situation realistically. But nonetheless, there does seem like there is definitely money here. We have Knight of Cups here, so there could be an invitation of some kind. I've got strong Cancer energy with the Knight of Cups, and that seems to be, I don't know, this kind of invitational energy is what seems to be the distraction here, I don't know, that's interesting. So it could be, maybe you're feeling like, I don't know if you're feeling like your boundaries are violated, or if you're feeling like, with the Knight of Cups here, like maybe there's an invitation that maybe you're reluctant to accept right now. It's interesting. I don't know if I can get a second card to clarify that one. Let me see. Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay. So this is another Knight. This is definitely about being hasty or moving into something very, very quickly. So I don't know. Maybe there's something, an opportunity you're looking to take, or maybe there's going to be a hasty communication or something that's going to be kind of, that you might maybe very quick to act on something. And maybe it's saying, be careful about that. Like think, kind of think before you act. Okay, with Nephthys, we have the Queen of Discs. So this is like a mother figure, which would make sense for this house. Queen of Discs is usually, this sometimes has to do with somebody's health. So there could be questions about health with somebody's mother here. This is, again, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn is the energy. And of course, you are Virgo, but I feel like this has to do maybe with a family member. So maybe there's some uncertainties regarding a family member right now. Okay, in the 5th house here, we have the Queen of Cups and the Devil coming out at the same time. So, okay, so yeah, I feel like with the Devil, there's, Devil has a lot to do, okay, well, sometimes it has to do with lust, okay, but the Air card doesn't really support that. We have the Queen of Cups too, which is a very strongly emotional card, strong card of love or being loved, and also of very strong passion. But I feel like, so I don't know, it could be that there is somebody like that in the offing, but with Air, maybe you're trying to keep a distance from these kinds of feelings. With the Devil, I mean, maybe there's a warning not to repeat past patterns with people, and maybe just to tune into what your actual feelings are in regard to a particular situation. So we're looking at Pyramid in the 6th house here, and yeah, you've got the Pyramid card there. So this is your house of worry. It can also have to do with health matters and work and things like that. And this is a situation that's a test or a challenge. It's going to be resolved with time. And there does seem to be some kind of a decision involved because we have the Lovers here. Okay, I'm seeing the 3 of Wands over here with Ta in your 7th house. So this could definitely indicate a business collaboration with somebody. Or there's definitely this third-party energy, but it feels more like working with somebody else to achieve some kind of a goal. Usually, like I said, sometimes people associate a lot with business and business stuff, but it may or may not have to do with that. So like I said, you can decide whether this has to do with you, a marriage partner, or whether this is just a business partnership, where there's this idea of working hard to try to manifest and to try to branch out and, and figure out, waiting for your ship to come in, so to speak, like waiting for something to, working towards what you need and the partnerships you may need to manifest something. Now, this is interesting. We've got Sphinx, which is the secrecy card, but we've also got it with the 9 of Discs. So this is the house of joint finances. So I don't know if maybe you're waiting on some kind of a financial thing here. Then, there again, there's this idea of legal stuff. So this is now, the Earth card's not showing up in the house of joint finances, but it could be that maybe we're waiting on something, or maybe some kind of monies have come in and you're not telling somebody about it. I don't know. But 9 of Discs here definitely suggests that there could be monies coming in that are going to help you be financially independent, that might be coming from another source. Again, whether that source is family or a spouse or a spouse's family or something else, I don't know, but that's showing up here. But this looks like something right now where there's a period of waiting for something like that. But as a transformation card, I mean, nines are definitely showing that you're near the end of a particular cycle. And this, of course, the gain card here, this is definitely about having security, having material security and feeling secure. So, yeah, it seems like we're moving towards the end of some kind of a cycle, and it's saying, you know, kind of you have to be patient at the moment to see where that's going to go. All right, so we were looking at the ninth house. Along with Thoth, we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, there's strong intellectual energy here. Knight can mean that we're rushing into something. So sometimes we have to be careful when this energy shows up that we don't just dash off into something. But there's also, like I said, with swords, a strong intellectual vibe. So to me, this is somebody maybe going back to school or anxious to learn something new, because knights to me, yeah, there's a lot of intellectual energy. There's a lot of thought here. Now, of course, with Thoth here, this could be, again, a situation where you are anxious to do something and do it right now, but this may be saying, again, to wait for the right time for something to happen. This has to do with long journeys, but again, it has to do with expanding your horizons generally. So if you're thinking of moving, if you're thinking of going back to school, if you've been looking to explore spiritual belief or something more deeply, I mean, yeah, there's definitely a sense here of a lot of mental energy and a lot of rushing in to do things, but there's also a mindfulness here of time and healing as well. Okay, don't see much change in the career front. We've got Hathor here. So the fact that I'm seeing the Two of Swords here, again, I feel like there's a decision to be made. And the fact that you've got the Lovers down here in the sixth house, some of you are undecided. You're kind of staying where you are right now. There's a card of truce. But, and like, again, you might even have the kind of work with Hathor where, I don't know, maybe you're doing administrative work or something like that, where you are doing a lot of organizing for somebody. But right now things feel like they're in an impasse. Like maybe they're okay right now. But you know at some point something is going to change. Now this is interesting because you have, with your hopes and wishes and goals, we have the Ankh here, okay? So again, this is about life and enjoying life. And we have this with the Ace of Swords. So this is interesting because this is a new idea or a new beginning. Like this is usually, again, swords are intellectual energy, so this is new thought of some kind. Like there's something new that's coming in. And I don't know, for some of you, this could be new love from a friend. I mean, that's not impossible. But probably more, it's just like you're going to start thinking about something differently. Now, whether this has to do with a friendship that you're part of, or whether this has to do with, again, a friend who becomes more of a love partner, whether it's just some kind of a goal you have, like really going for your dreams and maybe having a new idea about how to do that. All of those things... it seems like there's a lot of potential here in the Aquarian house and the 11th house. So yeah, I would definitely talk to others, collaborate with others, and try to think differently to meet your goals. I have a feeling there's a lot of this stuck energy too, particularly with regard to work and career and things that you're doing. And so this is saying, you know, your friends, from your friends maybe, or your friend group, or even people you know on social media or in your network, may have some kind of a new idea or make you think about something differently. Okay, and you've got the Priestess here in the 12th house, along with the Osiris card. So to me, this is energy of, yeah, not only stability, but again, this has to do, it's not only a strongly independent energy, and in the 12th house, this is definitely a house of wanting to work independently, maybe not having a boss or not being part of a situation, but this is also energy of very strong intuition, and the 12th house is the house of Pisces, so you could be having nudges from the unconscious, from your intuition. And this could also just be concerns about that again is not clear, that which you don't know yet. There could be some concerns about where things are going, or even with Osiris here, there could be concerns about things that maybe you want to change and are not changing. I'm feeling really strongly right now when I look at this, Virgo, is that you're just kind of, things are okay right now. There's a stability, but there's decisions that you know you need to make, and there's a feeling here that things are kind of at a stalemate, like there needs to be a move, but you really don't know what that move is going to look like at this point. But overall with Urias, you've got the Eight of Wands. So whatever's going to happen, this is the unexpected part. Something's going to happen, and it's going to happen fast. And the fact that we have this 8 energy, I mean, this to me is almost like 8 weeks, and the fact that I'm seeing 2 months up here, this could be something happening in the next couple of months. I mean, it could be something in 8 days, but, or maybe 8 months, but I feel more like this is like 8 weeks, like something over the next, so where are we? Beginning of July, beginning of August, beginning of September, so maybe close to the time of your birthday. There could be some changes, but again, the fact that this says swiftness could mean that these are coming in sooner than that. So yeah, it just seems like there's big change coming in, and you are, yeah, so just get ready, because everything is kind of just moseying along right now, but I think there's going to be some sudden shifts here. And you are, yeah, there's just certain things I think that are maybe not going as fast as you would like them to right now. Certain opportunities that you feel have not presented themselves. There may be some concerns about some things here, but yeah, I mean, whatever's going on right now, things are just kind of going along. I think you're very career focused. I think you're, yeah, you're feeling tested. You feel like you need to make a change, but whatever's coming in, it's going to come in suddenly, and quickly. So let's see what your rune is. Okay, yeah, you got Durasaz. Okay, now Durasaz is sometimes called the Thorn, and you can see why. But actually, I've always viewed this as a gateway rune. This is a rune that says you are literally like right on the edge of something new. And that totally makes sense with this being here. So it's almost like saying, wait, there's a whole lot of energy here around, particularly around family situations, maybe around a business situation, at some kind of transformation or big change, decisions you have to make. I think these are all going to be resolved. You are getting ready to pass through this gateway. You may not be quite there yet. But yeah, it's basically this idea of letting go of the past and walking through that gateway into the new thing. Okay, so right now, yeah, you're at the gate, Virgo. So yeah, so just again, wait and see what kind of information is coming in. And I think when it comes to these certain decisions, things are kind of okay. They're in an impasse right now, but you are going to. There's going to be some swift change here, and I think that's when some of these changes are going to come in. But I don't feel like there's anything really negative. I feel like there's some delays over here, either with a business matter or a communication. But I do feel like, because again, something I think that you would like to go along a lot more quickly or see a lot more opportunity coming in right now with something. But yeah, but I think it's saying get ready, things are ready to launch. I think maybe that's the overall message of today. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like this video, hit the notification, hit the thumbs up, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you would like to get these videos and don't do that already. Have a great July, and we'll see you again in the middle of the month.